pressure. Every Tuesday, 10 to noon.
We in once again for another mental health show. It's Tuesday, the 4th of August, 2026.
Take your time. We're here to read.
That very dynamic program entitled Take 5 with CJ and Jester.
You're not alone. CJ and Jester bring you home. It's okay to not be okay. Let's talk it out, don't drift away. Mental health, it matters most, so come in close and raise a toast to the ones who fight each day, to the silent words they never say. You're strong, you're seen, you're truly heard. We got your back, you've got our word. Oh, take 5.
So I'm just waiting for that telephone call from Kenro. Yes, and I can hear the... Good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning. Good morning,
And
Kenro.
how is you?
I'm good.
And
I'm
how
good.
is you?
I am good. And you?
Okay for the time by the grace of God.
Yeah.
Where is he? He was on me. Without he, I cannot do anything.
Yeah. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
I am somewhat getting a little feedback. I don't know. Something Dugu might have to check on for me. I'm somewhat getting. But let's go. Let's go.
Too.
Yeah. Let's go ahead, Ken. No problem.
Yeah.
Let's pray.
Okay. Thank you. This morning, Lord, we give you thanks for waking us up. We give you thanks for sparing life and mercy, safekeeping and abiding grace. We in the land of the living, but we could tell you thank you, Lord. The breath you bring unto each and every one of us. Some lucky and some do lucky, Lord. To see the morning rise sun. The country I bring before you, bring me that Pity Matnik. But I the whole world I bring before you this morning. Where you cutting and give a little and a pig down below you this morning, blessed Lord. Father, we need you, Lord. Without you, we cannot do nothing. Father, please be on the spot. I bow, peace, Lord, and all of every time. Let you know the peace of God. And let the manner of peace abide, and let the spirit now come down. Let the blessing take his place. And son of peace, receive my cry. Fullness, Lord, the gospel ring. It's our blessed Lord. What could I tell you about the country, the prime minister I bring before you? Remember that son, if thou be so pleased, Father, guide him and protect him, Lord, bless him, if thou be so pleased. Remember the ministers I bring before you, both male and female, this our Lord. But I remember the opposition party I bring before you, both male and female. But I remember all the ministers is in your hand, this our Lord. But I guide and protect, this our blessed Lord. Take everyone in charge, this our blessed Lord. When in a time like now, Lord, I'm asking you, Lord, I'm not compelling you, I'm begging you to save your children this hour, Lord. Father, especially the youth I bring before you in a time as now. Father, look over them. Father, guide them and protect them. Teach them more and better. Even though it's one word and gracious word, let it say something unto you, Jesus. Remember the adult I bring before you. Remember the entire forces in your hand. Pass by our police station. Reach out and touch each and everyone in a time like now, Lord. We know the road is rough and the road is tough for them. But remember they going out and remember they coming in, Lord. The SSU and the RRU I bring before you. Remember each and every one in the way wherever they look to guide them and protect them. Teach them, Lord, more and better. Father, walk us throughout the world I bring before you, the Lord. The sick and afflicted one. Those on the hospital bed. Penny rock the mortal body. And when it's day they cry for night. And when it's night they cry for day. But oh God and our Father, when thy kingdom come, Lord, remember them, Jesus. I bring the nurses and I bring the doctors before you this hour, Lord. I bring all the staff is in your hand. I bring all driver here and everywhere before you this hour, Lord. Father God, have mercy on them. In a time like no, Lord, you know Satan rampart, asking you, Lord, to shatter Satan chain towards your children this hour, Lord. Pass by the prison. Remember young and tender plant. Remember them in the prison, Lord. Remember every image I bring before you. Remember every staff in the prison, I bring them before you, Lord. For all those in all different homes, I bring the little children in a marked special way. I bring before you, Lord. But I take everyone in charge this morning, Lord. I bring that son before you, just by name and by number. And I lift him up to you this hour, blessed Lord. But I owe me left behind. Pass by this hour, blessed Lord. But I still and sign it, Lord. Look down on each and every one of them. Guide them and protect them. Save them from shame and disgrace. Remember CJ this hour, Lord. I bring that data before you. But every home I bring before you, of course, Lord. Bring it, Lord, and oversee. I bring them before you this hour, Lord. But I guide them and protect them, Lord. Save them from the wicked one. My God, remember the earthing of the body. Remember the more I bring before you. But are you is able, Lord? There is nothing you cannot do for her. Remember the stuff I bring before you on that radio station, Lord. I cannot name them one by one. But Master, you have been to them. Look over them, both Bill and Smith. They are in your hand, our Lord, for a guide and protect. Blessed thou be so pleased. Shutting faith and change towards all you children, this our Lord. You know you rampant master, my God and my King. Remember me this morning, Lord. My village and my people I bring before you, thanking you for everything that you have done unto me and them have done unto me. My God and my King, my tongue in my mouth is not sufficient to tell you thank you for everything. Doesn't matter, Lord. There is time the road is rough and the road is tough. But with you, Jesus, I could make it, Lord. My God and my King, as you tell the disciple to say, Our Father which art in heaven, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For there is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen and amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you so very much, Kenro, for your very inspiring words this morning as we acknowledge the presence of the Almighty so that He can throw His blessings on this morning's program. Thank you so very much. And do have
Thank
yourself a
you.
wonderful day. So, Kenro, how things shaping up for the
Same to
carnival
you.
before you run, girl?
Oh,
How things shaping up for the
yesterday,
carnival?
yesterday, come out in St. George's and I was coming up on a bus and Chicky,
mm, yeah.
I think me and Chicky rapping and I tell him, I say, boy, indeed me, scan you. Also, I come out and get me crepe already. I come out and get me gulu already.
Yes.
And a mask face. And
Yes.
I priming up,
Are you
I
telling me?
say, but everything. Just I just tell people, I play all kind of mask here on the face I got already. And the
Mm-hmm.
last mask I played for 4 years. And after I closed the book, he shot me. 4 years I played for and then I closed down. So I just sit down and I just say something. That foot was giving me trouble. Like the kick up in the shot me and the jump up and you
Yes.
know what he look like.
Yes, yes, yes. I know that.
So I say all that going down in age now,
Yeah.
but I still asking God. And one thing I just say is that running on the carnival, I does not take part now. But whosoever taking the only thing I don't like is when I hear who chop and who this,
Yes,
I don't like
yes.
that from them.
Yeah.
But I'm not running it down.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Everybody have to judge for themselves. I have to answer my question. You have to answer your question. Sometimes I running you down and say you this and you that, and you could answer your question before me.
Yeah. Because Ken,
Eh,
what you actually are saying, boy, what it means in life after one time is just another. Because at
true,
certain times in my life too, throughout carnival season, there are certain things that I would have been doing which I refrained from for the longest, longest while. You understand?
true,
So when I see them young people and them
yes,
nowadays thing,
yeah,
I had to realize, well, boy, Jester, you had your time, And
yes, but
as you stated, what I usually be concerned about, is if there is any violent act. And while we on that, it's so
mm,
sad to hear that the little guy that when they had that job launch in Lafayette, he finally succumbed to his
uh,
injury and died, which is just so sad. And as a result of that, I
Oh
just want to
my.
extend my deepest condolences
Oh
to
my.
his family, relatives, and close friends. It's just so sad.
I wonder if
Yes,
it's he the person had the motorcade for.
I'm not sure. I'm
They
not
had
sure.
they
Yeah,
say about the other motorcade, they say someone they get starve, I think he go and part some fight
yeah,
and they had to fly him away.
yeah. And interestingly, the whole story about this whole thing is that he wasn't directly involved in the fight. You know, his friend
That is what I
understand.
hear.
Yes, and he went to kind of pack
That is what
things,
I
and
hear.
then he just ah boy, I tell you,
But
sometimes
when
just
thing
this.
happening, it just happening, eh?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that's why I just always say try and be on the safe side.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes, yes.
So,
Well, have a good day.
yes, Kenro, it was a pleasure talking to you, man.
Yeah.
You enjoy yourself
All
for the
right.
rest of the day.
Yes,
All right.
yes, yes.
Take care now,
Same to
and
you.
spread the love for
All
me
right.
throughout the family. All right.
Of course, yes. Of
Yes.
course, yes. All
All
right.
right.
Take care.
Nice.
All right.
There we go, Kenro. So there we have it, folks. The lady that led us in our spiritual intake this morning, which is one of the most important things to me. Yeah, digesting that spiritual food. Let me just go over across the seas and say good morning to you, the little petite lady.
Little and pretty don't come together, okay?
Okay. Oh yes, yeah, that's redundancy, yeah, not so. Oh gosh,
Good
that
morning. How are you?
somebody. Oh, it's calling. Wow.
Somebody call in?
Yeah, one name is it called?
But
Can we call back? Let me. Is it called?
I don't
Hold
know.
on. You're live back on the air? Remember, you're on the air. Can you?
Maybe
Ah,
Kendra didn't cut her phone off.
maybe not. Maybe not.
I think it went off now.
Yes, Claire. Um,
So how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank God. I'm up and I'm in the land of the living
Mm. We don't say across the seas anymore. It's across the pond.
across the pond.
Mhm. Ah,
What is the reason for that change?
I am across the pond. We're surrounded by lakes here. Lakes. It's a big pond. The seas, you have seas. I've got lakes, so it's across the pond. You know, usually you get up to scratch with the things that's going on around you. Seas is like generation and generation ago. Now we say pond. Huh.
Okay,
Learn
okay,
to say the pond. We're across the pond.
across the pond. I hear you, my dear. I hear you. Yes, girl.
Ah.
So, Claire, it's opportune time for you to do your shout ups.
Yes, let me say good morning to Jessel Grant, Caitlin Halley Douglas, Daphne Dayton family out here in Toronto, Pat Pear and family, William Pear. Good morning to Mr. Francis Pear. Hope you're listening to us today. Arlene Date, Wendy here in Toronto. Chance Game at 97-22. I see you add another two numbers behind. It was Chance Game 97. Now it's Chance Game 97-22. That's Mary out here in Toronto. Good morning to you, Junior. And just so you know, just on Carnival Tuesday, Junior on the Heights and Grand Tang there, big all down sale. So if you're traveling, you're playing mass and you're hungry, stop off on the crest of Grand Tang. That's the heights, as you call it, right? That's the height of Grand Tang,
Yeah,
where all the
1910.
tourists and everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, big all down sale there on Carnival Tuesday. So stop by
that's
and
good.
get
That's
yourself
good.
some
That's
food.
good.
Yeah. As a matter, you need that sustenance that day because you're prancing like a horse. Just go
Yeah.
and get it so that you can get the stamina to continue jumping your mass as you all do down there. So, Hill Street people, good morning. Nicholas Snag, good morning to you. Hope all is well. Inspector Panchu, good morning to you. Good morning to the Real FM people. Dougal, Kira, Nabi, hope all is well on your end. Chester Bandy David, Olavachi, buongiorno. NP, Nikki Hills, good morning to you. Dave, good morning. Shadi Belfon, Carol Belfon, Nikki Sylvester, good morning to you. And Nikki, if you're going to call in early today so you won't get lost and you won't get left out like you did last week. Good morning to the Elite Warriors. Natalina, good morning to you. Hope all is well. Good morning to the University on there.
I should
Good
three.
morning. Jenny Mason, good morning to you. Lorna Bain. Duru, good morning. Jawanda, good morning to
Spice Ram
Sabrina.
girl.
Yeah, I called him last. Leave me alone.
Uh,
Cabrino, good morning, Philip. Good morning to Leslie, Aito, Ted, Bushes, Justin Tutman and family, good morning. And last, no, not last yet, good morning to Spice from We Noise FM 97.9. I know he's going to kill me, but I'm saying good morning. And last
the-
but not least, good morning to you, Justin. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Claire.
Good,
Thanks.
good.
It's a pleasure to have you as always. As we
Ade.
about to dive into another mental health show for today, Tuesday, being the 4th of August, 2026. So let me just
Already, eh?
already. Gordon Bush is Richardson. Yeah, my boy. Real school here from way back in Claire. You know Bushes and I.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This guy that have done so
I do all the wrong things. Forget it. Move along.
gosh. I too I expect to see I too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Andy Moose Bartholomew. Yeah, he will be down here pretty soon. I think by Saturday. But
Okay.
what I let him know the man business for boy. I
You're
should
going
leave that.
out of frame. You're going out of frame. Jester, you're going
Okay.
out of frame. Yeah, stay right there.
Yeah.
So you let not Andy business. Okay, go ahead.
That's how to behave like you.
Me, I don't let not everybody business. I just say truths.
Leslie Nicholas, good morning to you and the wife. Mrs. Glean out there in Boston. Yeah, I spoke to the goodly lady yesterday, man.
Mm.
Yeah, her
I
son
guess
is
all
there.
is well.
Yeah. All is well, man. All
Good.
is well. Yeah. Justin Tootman and family, good morning to you. Yeah. Trisha out there in St. David's, good morning. Miss Patricia Bissessa, good morning. Michelle, that's Godchild out there in River Sally. Have a link with you in a little while. Maybe I'll touch base with you today. Who else? Who else? Miss
Kathy,
Gladys.
Kathy.
Kathy out there in London, yeah. Miss Gladys out there in Madis. Good morning to you. Claire in Maho. Yeah, Claire. Celia Robinson and family, the Hill Street people. Good morning to you.
Yep.
All right.
We had Alban Hippolyte last week from London. Hope he checked back in today. And let me also say good morning to my brother Irvin out there in London. I know you are listening. And let me tell you something. The phone works, eh? From
Yes.
your end, the phone works and you can
The
call
phone,
WhatsApp. So call. Dexter, good morning to you also. Hope all is well. I think
the
that's it
phone.
for now until my brain reconfigures somebody
And
else.
we had confirmation that the phone is working because Kenro
Can no
called in.
call. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
say her prayers. All right, Claire. So we into the week leading up to Carnival, and we urge our citizens to be vigilant and try to be as safe as possible. I was making a post yesterday, but I don't think I had sent it in, calling on the Honorable Prime Minister, who is also the Minister of National Security and the Police Commissioner, to ban. They should immediately put a ban on ski masks. I believe it's a threat with citizens just ad hocly using this mask. Is a threat to safety and security. And honestly, I believe the authorities should seriously look into banning the
So
ski
let me
mask.
ask you something now. All of a sudden we have winter in Grenada. Just asking. Because normally ski mask is for when you're going on the mountains and skiing down the slope. That's what you use ski mask for.
But
So we maybe we have
a lot of
winter.
a lot of people are using it for bad intentions,
Well,
Claire.
of course, when you're going to rob people in here, they wear ski mask so you can't see anything. But this is not a good thing at all.
So then we don't have winter down here, so we don't have a need for it.
That's
So
true. Yeah.
honestly, yeah, I feel very strong about that. Should look into that. That is something I need to push through. Right.
Okay.
Congratulations to Lyndon Victor and Grenadians at large for winning the decathlon in the Commonwealth Games for the third consecutive time, Claire.
Good.
What an achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Grenada spreads out more on the international map, man. No
Yeah.
longer without a doubt. I keep saying that. A lot of people may not understand. No longer we are a dot on the world map.
We are still a dot, but we let me put it that way. We are minimalist dot. We are small, but we make big impact. That you don't be afraid of the dot.
We did this dot, but this dot has become like litmus paper when
Yeah.
it's continued to spread out.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So yeah, that's a serious achievement, Claire.
Yeah,
The
that's
games
good.
in Glasgow. Right. What else? What else? What else? So
Nothing else. There's nothing else because carnival
that,
is in the air.
yeah. So from Thursday, but actually the today you have the Crave, which is Boise show that will be at 4. Tomorrow will be pre-day Talpuri in the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, Majestic Thursday, that when the Queens will be vying for the title. So
Mm-hmm.
each parish is being represented. All right, on Friday, Bacchanal Friday, it's been termed as you have the Groovy and the Power Soca Monarch final. It's been twined together. So you have the Groovy first, and then subsequently the Power Soca Monarch will follow.
Okay.
Saturday Panorama. Sunday the Magiga. That's
When is the
Calypso.
Queen show?
Well, that's the first thing I tell you,
Oh, I didn't
Majestic.
hear oh, that's what you call it,
Oh,
majestic? Oh,
yes,
oh well, just tell
Thursday.
me Queen show, okay? I'm not give me layman terms.
When I tell you the Queens and the movie,
I
right?
don't know. I didn't hear. I didn't hear. All majestic
Yours.
didn't song anything like you see the thing about it. I'm not versed into carnival, you know. So all the things that you say now, I understand some, but some again I don't think, and I just let it fly like a 747 over my head.
Yes, and remember, so folks should know from now we are not having the program next week
Next
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
which will be Carnival Tuesday, but the following one we'll be talking Carnival with Shama Wells, and I also invite Dugo to be part of it, as hearing from a younger person's perspective on
You
how
asked
the
my son
kitchens.
to take part
So,
in this without asking his
yeah,
mother
so
permission.
you just do this. So if anything, if it can't fit in there, you probably might thing on the phone. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll get part of the conversation at some point in time.
All
So
right.
that's something that folks can look forward
Yeah,
to.
because we don't know about the job from the heights in Victoria. The job. Could you imagine that tall boy whining? And you know he bad, eh?
Oh, he's on holiday, Claire.
Oh, he
Yeah,
is. Well, yes.
he's on
Now is the
holiday.
time he's on holiday for sure. I
Yeah,
know.
because I tuned in yesterday for Mr. Pierre's program, and so I was speaking to the guy. I said, "What happened to you yesterday, man?" He said, "Well, he's on holiday, and I think Nabi something had happened to Nabi's foot, so she couldn't be
Oh,
around.
okay.
So Mr. Pierre didn't have nobody to operate the boat. So,
Oh, why didn't Mr. Pierre
but
call
they're on.
me?
They will be on today. So that like we maintain that closeness with the Real FM. So big up to the folks at Real FM, my crew.
You have a
Do
crew there.
yeah,
I didn't know you were a pilot. Pilot that has crew.
Kira, Nabi. Yeah. Big up to
Okay. All
right.
right. So
So,
this is it.
so let me just make mention before you coming off what the topic is today. It's the positive impact of gratitude on mental health. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
Positive.
yeah.
Um,
That's a topic to dive into.
Last week we did about the little things that makes a big deal, and it seems as though just so that the time that we are living in, it seems as though everybody's going through some kind of thing. Like nobody's showing kindness. Gratitude has left the building, and people are getting more and more paying more and more attention to the things that happens around them, where people are really not doing anything for anybody else but themselves. And here's a question for you: how do you define gratitude? Like, somebody do something for you that you weren't expecting them to. How do you show gratitude, or how are you grateful for that person? How do you show them that what they did meant something to you?
Well, gratitude to me is a reaction of showing thankfulness, of showing appreciation, for what somebody who has done for you, and it comes in different forms. So
Mm-hmm.
it don't only come by giving something physically. It could be something that somebody would have, like, they have spoken on your behalf, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It could be some form of recommendation. It comes in different forms, many different forms.
Right.
But at the end of the day, is to show thankfulness and the greatest of appreciation for that person doing whatever they
Yeah.
have.
And to our listeners, we'd like to say thank you for always checking in. Chance the Gamer 97 is already on. As I say, good morning to you, Mary. Good morning to you, Anne Marie, and the little siblings of you, not siblings, the offsprings of yours. Hope everybody is doing fine. We haven't seen Lorna's yet. Lorna, if you're not checking, please check in because you don't let me have to come for you over there. Yeah. So it says how gratitude is a gateway to motivation, satisfaction, and more. And sometimes people might be listening and say, "Oh, why they keep talking about these little topics?" And so it seems like you say a dot on the map or a dot in the mental health program, but it has a big impact on us, on each and every one of us, every single day as individuals. And when they all come together, it is a collective thing. So it says, as a crisis counselor volunteer, not me, that's what the research says.
Mhm.
It is clear that mental health is suffering in this country and by large the world. Because just these days, every country, every city, every town, every village, every community, people are suffering mentally the
Yes.
world over.
And somebody was telling me yesterday of a guy that was very famous. I wouldn't call name. At one time he used to be driving bus. He's his mother and father were public figures, well known. And when I got the news, if you see the state the person has become, clear. I mean, sometimes these things you almost literally want to cry. Just to drive bus. After he left bus, he was driving truck, and then everything just seems to be fall apart. No, when I heard the condition the person is in now, it's almost like vagrant, and oh boy, it's so sad. As we
So yeah,
always say, is that thin line that exists between saying,
sanity and insanity. Mhm.
yeah,
Very, very thin. And I'm sitting right here and I'm smiling and I'm talking, but nobody knows what's going on inside of me. Mentally, I could be
yeah,
off,
yeah,
but as we say, we have to learn how to deal with things and not let it get out of hand so that we become what we are not supposed to become with that thin line, sanity and insanity. And there are a lot of us that goes around, that walks around, that are going through, as I say, hell, but nobody knows because on the outside we look as though we are okay, but inside is where all the turmoil takes place, and sometimes you don't know how to deal with it, and that's how the person that you're talking to come to it. But then again, is there a way that we can find to help individuals to overcome the things that they are going through? Because just and I keep saying it every day, a lot of us do not talk. We keep it inside. But that is the saddest thing and that we can do to ourselves when we don't talk about things. Because when you talk about it, you let it out from your inner being. And then sometimes you might be able to get assistance to deal with whatever you're dealing with.
sure, sure.
So it says, without exploring all the different factors that go into the worsening mental health condition, there is one thing we can do: use gratitude to pull ourselves up. Significantly, gratitude has an effect on the brain that is linked to life satisfaction and improved well being. Gratitude, how to be grateful, as you say, thankfulness, all these things. And sometimes, a lot of the times, a lot of us do stuff and we expect reciprocation. But if you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart and you're doing it for the good of somebody, you should not expect anything. Because, a lot of the times we do things for people, but we don't get the satisfaction of somebody saying thank you to us. Our children may be beneficiaries of it.
Yeah,
So sometimes when you do things, don't do things for getting something back. Do it because you can do it, and it's for the goodness of your soul, for the goodness of the person, and the goodness of everybody around you. Because I may do something good for someone, but later on my children might be the person, the things that will come back to them because of what I did for someone. So we have to always remember that when we show gratitude, don't look for something that to come behind it when you do something.
Well said. Well said.
It says specifically in 2019, Chinese researchers found an initial neutral basis linking gratitude to life satisfaction in a study published in the journal Emotion. In the study, the structural makeup of a region in the brain cell, the medial prefrontal cortex, MPFC, which plays a role as the social hub of the brain, was influenced by how grateful the study participants were, eventually determining their levels of life satisfaction. Interestingly, the MPFC is also involved in human feelings of empathy and social decision making. While prior studies show a correlation between gratitude and life satisfaction, the 2019 study is beginning to establish the neuroscientific connections between the two. So, gratitude and satisfaction. So, and that's true. Because if you do something good for somebody that you think needs something done for them, of course you will feel satisfaction that that person is in a better place than where they
Oh,
were before.
oh yes. Oh yes. It's like you're seeing the bearing of fruits,
Right.
and that makes you feel so good.
Yeah. As neuroscience catches up to explain the benefits of gratitude, encouraged via positive psychology, there are several reasons why gratitude has a positive impact on mental health. So, as I always say, mental health doesn't always be something negative. There are positive sides to mental health. And as we're doing gratitude today, there's a positive side to that. How gratitude makes you improve your mental health. And as I say, each of us have something that we are going through. And most days we feel like we are all alone and there's nothing we can do to help ourselves or to help someone. But what we're talking about today is going to put a spin on how gratitude helps us our mental health in a positive way. So let's go. Gratitude helps us feel valued. Just like having a job makes us feel useful and valued, gratitude plays a role in making us or others feel valued in our lives. The recognition, which may seem rather ordinary, actually can boost self esteem and self value in ways that are not yet understood scientifically. Similar to how learning and achieving make us feel good about ourselves, gratitude makes each of us also feel valued and in turn improves self esteem and self value. The results are likely to include decreases in anxiety, depression, trauma, and stress, an increase in self worth, motivation, productivity, achievement, and more, which is true. Because, Jester, if you feel good, you would not be going through all of the things that you're talking about here. That could be the negative of it. Because when you're positive and you have self esteem, you do not go through anxiety attacks as often. You're not depressed. There's no traumatic stuff going on, there's no stress. You're motivated to get up and do something, exercise, go for a walk, to call a friend. You produce something, you go to your garden because you don't have that things weighing you down. So you go to the back of your place and you start planting your veggies and your stuff. You plant your flowers that could help you to feel good about yourself. All of these things you help feel valued when you do things from gratitude. Because guess what? When you wake up in the morning and your eyes are open and you're still breathing, you are grateful. You ought
Oh
to be
yes.
grateful because the good Lord has given you another day to survive in this world that we are living in.
Yeah,
And
you
that is
see,
the first place your gratitude should be placed.
these two words, thank you, it's so, it may sound simple, Claire, but it is just so important, so significant.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people lost further opportunities because they fail to say thank you. It means a lot to the person who provides opportunity. You so saying thank you, just that two words at times. is so important. Very, very important. That is not something we must take for granted at all. Already it's costing you nothing more than to just say thank you.
Good morning to you, Lorna. Lorna has checked in. Just, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where somebody do something for you right there in front of you. They do something for you. But because maybe you're concentrating on what you're doing and you did not recognize instantly what a person did, you hear they say, "You're welcome." I don't know if you've ever been in a situation like that. You didn't say thank you, but they say you are welcome to point to you that you did not say thank you, but at
Okay.
the same time, you're welcome for not saying thank you.
No, that never happened to me.
Oh,
But
I hear it a lot.
that person will be, that's very sarcastic,
Of
right?
course, yes, because they put themselves out to do something for you, and the simplest thing you can turn back and say, "Oh, thank you very much," and you didn't say it, so they say you're welcome. Just to,
Oh gosh. They
let me
know they
tell
make
you.
that person feel bad, eh?
Let me tell
Yeah.
you something. Living in North America and so, you learn all kinds of things. And you pay attention to all kinds of things around you. When I heard that the first time, I'm like, why is he saying thank you to the person well, you're welcome and the person didn't say thank you? But when it when you think about it, it's because he was saying sarcastically,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
just came and I stood here and I did that for you. And you didn't even have the gumption to say thank you. So I'm going to say you're welcome so that you could feel that you did not say thank you. Good morning to my dear son. That's my biological son that just checked in. Hope all is well
Yeah.
with you. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Good morning to him as well.
Hmm.
The
So,
King Joseph.
yes. The king. Yeah, I guess he's a king in his own right.
Oh yes. Lorna, good morning to you. Yeah,
I
she's
still have that little bug in my throat that I have to every now and again cough. There's a bad cough kind of thing going around the place here. And
yeah.
I've been to the doctor. I got antibiotics, I got medication, but it's still lingering, still lingering.
Well, let's hope you get over it fully.
Well, yeah, I don't if I don't get over it, then I have to get under it. Something of some sort. I don't know. So yes, the next thing is gratitude minimizes negative habits, patterns of thinking, and feelings. So when focusing on positives, we focus less on negativity. The results are improved joy, satisfaction, appreciation, kindness, generosity, empathy, and more positive expressions and behaviors. Gratitude, especially when expressed as a habit, helps minimize negative habits, patterns of thinking, and feelings, which are often the causes of depression, panic, and fear. Gratitude has the ability to override by accumulating positive thoughts, which, similar to how light can pour through a window, can wash away concerns, worries, and self doubt. These latter emotions often are the root causes of stress, stress, much of which can be substantially extinguished by regular and abundant amounts of gratitude. So you see all the things that you're talking about here. When you show gratitude, the positive things that happens in your life.
Yeah, it results positively. And there have been some has been you just made mention of some of them. So that
Yeah.
is just so good. Yeah,
Yes.
gratitude is powerful. It is. Really, it is indeed powerful. It's something powerful. It releases one's mind, how it makes them feel, you know. Yeah,
The thing is, just as you said, it is powerful, but not a lot of us are grateful.
that's true too. Because they
Not a
take
lot
this,
of us. They take it for granted.
that's what they take it for granted.
We're not there. We, because I could include myself in it too, because sometimes even the smallest thing, like my son called me to say, "Mom, how you doing?" I should be grateful for that because he doesn't have to do it when he wants to do it. You understand? My daughter does something for me. She goes out the street and she buys something she thinks I need and she bring it for me. I have to say, well, thank you so very much because I wasn't expecting that. And but by showing gratitude, by showing how grateful I am, I have to say thank you so very much for doing that because they don't have to. You understand? So we should not take this small piece of what they're giving to us for granted.
Not at all. Not
That
at
is show if you're not grateful for the small things in life, you cannot be grateful for the big ones when it comes to you. because you're not seeing it from the smallest point of your life. So when a big thing come, you just they have to do it. So that's it. No, we have to learn to be grateful for the small things, as I said, the small mercies, as much as the big ones. Because they said if you're not true in the small things, you cannot be truthful in the big ones either.
Like, it's just as simple. Whatever is somebody sets out to do for you or to do for anyone, I should say, um, it takes effort. It takes courage. In some cases, it takes whatever form of
It takes
resources.
sometimes it takes
Yeah,
sacrifice.
exactly. So that must mean a lot to the person, the sacrifice they're making. So
Mhm.
you, the person who is going to benefit from that sacrifice of that person, how could you disregard it? You just shouldn't. It's not proper.
Let me tell you something. This topic came up because somebody asked me to talk about it. Because a lot of parents these days, Jester, are going through the things that
Okay,
you
I'm
and I
not
are
hearing
talking about
you.
today.
Right,
I said somebody asked me to talk about that, about gratitude,
right.
because a lot of parents are going through the same thing that we are talking about today. That children are no longer grateful to the parents for the things that is sacrificed to give to them. And don't get us wrong, as parents, don't get us wrong at all. We did not call you. Sorry, you did not call us. We called you. We brought you into the world that you're living in. Yes. And we did everything that we ought to do to look after you. There's no if, ands, or buts about it, right? We did that. It is our job to look after you until you reach at a certain age where you can look after yourself. We get that too. But we want you to get it. That the big sacrifice that we make, the only thing that we most parents are asking for is a thank you. To show some gratitude, to be grateful for a lot of the things that we do that we didn't have to when you reach at a certain age. Because up to today, there are a lot of parents that children are old as road and they put on themselves to make their life a bit better for them. They don't have to do it, Jester. But
Of
because of
course.
the love that they have for their children, they do it. And some of these children take it as well. Oh, you bring me into this world, whatever I do, wherever I do, you have to look after me. No. Show some gratitude. Make your parents feel loved. Make them feel that the sacrifice that they make was worth it for you.
Claire, I personally believe, I mean, in all my life, I believe where you find the most levels of, I should say,
Ingratitude.
disregard
Ingratitude.
for gratitude
Mhm.
is among family members, to be honest.
You
And,
might be right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you just check back on yourself for yourself. The amount of probably the amount of stories I've heard from family members of their own very close relatives, how they have been treated. And
Yeah,
I believe
yeah.
most of the disregard for gratitude exists
Hmm.
between and among family members.
You're right. You're right. When you think about it, that is true. Because sometimes, you have family members and you do everything you possibly can to make things work so that everybody could be living in harmony. But it never works because sometimes you always end up to be the bad one, even though you're trying your utmost to make things right. And you do things for them, but they turn back and they say to you, I didn't ask you. And I think that is the worst comment that anybody can make when somebody do something for them that they benefit from, and they turn back and say to you, well, I didn't ask you to do it.
Yeah, that is
I think
just
that is
so.
the worst.
That is like sending a dagger through somebody's flesh. Eh?
We know you didn't
Honest-
ask us. We know. But at the same time, show a little gratitude because you benefit from whatever I did, whether you ask me or not.
That's a horrible answer to give somebody. I hate it. Honestly. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know you benefited from something good that the person would have sacrificed to do for you, and at the end of it, I'll tell them, well, I didn't ask you to do. It's like No,
Shoma Wells has checking. She said Manning. But let me tell you, that was the Prime Minister of was it Jamaica? Manning? Manning? What was that Manning? Manning
man,
in
man, man, it was of Trinidad.
Trinidad?
Patrick
Yeah, Manning. So if you're in Trinidad, just say Manning. But good morning to you.
Good morning, dear chums.
Yes. Yeah, that is, I think that, and even not only in family, it's worldwide. People have no gratitude. People show no gratitude for things that you do, even though they didn't ask you. You will see somebody in a situation just so that you think you will be able to help to make it better. And you do it. And when, like they said, you get a kick when you
Yeah,
finish. One
yeah.
kick you're getting in your backside. Because again, I didn't ask you.
Try not to say that. I take no offense to saying that. First, this thing is just such a dreaded kind of response to somebody. Oh man.
But you're saying it as you're saying this, but you yourself bring it forward that it happens in family, and I'm just saying that this is what they say. They didn't.
No, no, no. I understand all that, but just even hearing you expressing it in such a way, it makes you realize how dreaded, how it feels. It's like you're experiencing it now. Like you understand what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't ask you. What you come do? Did I ask you? No. And I think everybody that get that comment or that answer from someone that they did something for. But the thing is, Jester, we didn't do it because we're asking back for anything from you to say, okay, it's like you do something for me, and then I'm holding it to call in a favor. So when I call Jester, Jester, I did that for you a couple of years ago. Now it's your turn for you to do it back for me. You don't do that. You don't hold it. You do it and you just move along. You showed me gratitude by saying, thank you so much, Claire, for doing that for me. I really, really appreciate it. End of story. We're done. Zilch, nada, no, nothing after that. But for you to hold it and then call in the favor and say, well, I did that for you a couple of years ago. You need to do that back for me. Otherwise, you're ungrateful. No, that
No,
is not how
no,
it
no,
works.
no, no, not at all. That is
This is
not how it
not how
works.
it works. Because up front, say thank you. I really do appreciate it. You
Yeah,
know, I had a friend of mine that came to see me yesterday because I was doing something and I was stuck, and she works in that field. So I called up. I say, hey girlfriend, I know you work in that field, and here this idiot here don't know nothing about this kind of thing, and them, so hop on over and help me out. She came. We sat and we did it together. I was able to get it done and send it out. I said all kind of thank you to her last night, because I know for myself I was not able to do what I was supposed to do, the thing, because it's something foreign to me. You understand? Even this morning, I sent her a message again saying how much, thank you so much, and how much I appreciate the time that you took from yourself to come and help me out here. And this is who I am, because I don't believe that when anybody does something for me, that I'm entitled to it.
yeah.
No, I'm not entitled to your time or to your whatever that you gave me. So I have to say thank you so very much and show appreciation for it.
Let me just say something here because I try to figure out the youngsters and them today who are pals and are drinking because in my time when myself, Big Joe, Fishhead, Bushes, Psyche, we little click down sutters down there. When we about and we out having a little lime and we drinking, we didn't used to watch face to say, well, okay, I make a wrong a drink, and now we expecting that person to make a drink. We didn't used to look at face. If a man is in a position to make a wrong a drink, he make a drink. We not when because you make a wrong a drink, now you expect that person to make a wrong a drink, and you expect that person to make. That's what I realize them pals and them nowadays. That's how they operate in it.
Well, let me tell
which is
yes, and let me
which
tell
is
you
such a shame.
something. If they buy a bottle of alcohol and they find we drink counting, and the next one they're taking up the alcohol and they're going home, it's theirs.
That's the
You
kind of
understand?
thing. And that, we were quite different. We were quite different. Sometimes
Hmm.
sometimes somebody within the midst didn't even stretch your hand in the pocket and nobody looking at that. Like, don't look at these things. Because really and truly, sometimes the person may not be in a position where they can stretch your hand on that particular day. come
Yeah.
another day they will to do, and we didn't used to watch face along the line, but I realize them youngsters and them nowadays they're quite different by. You know, they
Mm.
click. If a man
Mm-hmm.
make a trick,
That's
if,
it.
if you know you have money in your pocket,
Don't
better
go in
you
the
go.
group. Don't go in the
That's
group. Yeah. Mhm.
which is
Okay.
just so sad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
it
don't find it
is.
the right thing to do. You know.
So let me today the topic is the positive impact of gratitude on mental health. The positive impact of it, not the negative, the positive impact. So that's what we are talking about today because we have so much negativity today when it comes to gratitude and how people show that they are grateful for things or the lack thereof of gratitude, of showing gratitude. So we're talking about the positive effect it can have on us so that when we do something, we do it out of the kindness of our heart and not waiting for somebody to collect it as chips. So when I'm in trouble, I call up Jester. I call you up and I say, "Hey, I did that for you a few years ago. This and now." And you know, Jester, there are people they do stuff for you.
All right, Claire, we have a
And
call coming in. You know, we want to take quick calls one time.
go
You know.
ahead. Hmm.
Good morning to you, caller, and welcome.
Good, good morning to the two of you.
Good morning.
Hey, man, bam, 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 po.
That's us.
Oh,
Morning,
God.
Claire.
Good
Morning,
morning.
Jessica.
Good morning to you, my dear.
Just a little, eh?
You
But
cannot talk about freeing up the phone lines this morning.
yeah, no, it's not, just a little advice. When you come in, where you have your CG running with your numbers and so on, maybe you can add your topic for the morning as
Oh,
Gotcha.
well. Runs across the screen.
nice.
Okay, good.
Like
Thank you.
ask you what your topic is because
Right.
I get it, but I didn't. I wanted to know what is the exact topics.
Okay, we'll do that.
So
Thank you.
let me
Yeah.
give you my pen safely and some gratitude is an amazing thing, eh? And
Mm-hmm.
lack of it is a curse.
Yeah.
I would add that way. But seeing that you're talking about the positive aspect of it this morning, because you did say there's a lot of negatives there as well. Let me mute my TV.
Yes. I find
The
I
individual who receives the thank you, the gratitude, of course, it creates a better uh, mindset. The person feel appreciated. They feel that whatever it is that they did was accepted and welcome. And of course, it brings a different perspective to that individual as opposed to if that was never shown, if they thank you or in whatever way, whether in kind, whether in words, whether whatever deeds, was never shown. The person feel well. You didn't consider it. You didn't care. You know. Worse yet, when as Claire indicated, someone who say, "Well, I didn't ask you to do that for me," or whatever the case may be. So it is always a mental boost, a positive boost to the individual who is the giver. Yeah. And also, the person who is the receiver, by expressing gratitude, they also feel a sense of being appreciative. And that indeed creates a good mindset, a positive mindset. Because once you breathe negative, you will feel that it will affect you in a negative way. There you are. You didn't say thank you to the individual, and anytime you meet the individual, you feel guilty. But if you did say thank and express your gratitude for whatever it is they would have done for you, when you meet them, there's a different sense. There is a joy of feeling that you had appreciated whatever it is that person has done for you. So it does have the positive aspect of it as well on the mental state of the individual. I would love to know if I give. All right, somebody promised me they secure some
Star Apple.
star apple for me in a plate, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm real grateful for it. It didn't even reach me yet, and I'm real grateful for it. Yeah, you understand? And I did
Mm-hmm.
express thank yous to the individual. You know, I want that individual to understand that I'm grateful for it. I'm happy for it, and I'm willing to express that back to the individual. I ain't calling him, and I ain't calling name Warren nothing. Everybody's taking my
Yeah.
quote for it.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, by so doing, think about the fact that that person would feel that I appreciate what they have done for me, you know? So it's
Mm-hmm.
important to create that positive attitude. That being positive will always reflect on one being, one mental state. If things are negative, it affects you in a negative way. If it is positive, it will affect you in a positive way. You get my drift?
We
Oh
got your
yes,
drift.
certainly.
Thank you
Bye.
very much. See you
Shams,
later.
Shams,
Yeah.
before you run off, right? I don't know if Claire had
No, I
already
did not.
spoken to you about the 18th, Tuesday the 18th. So I am summoning you now. I have a summons for you to be here between the hours of 10 to 12, where we will be talking carnival. That is
Oh,
on Tuesday the 18th of August.
okay. You
Yeah.
want to talk
Yes.
about the
Yes.
elephant in the room?
Yes. We are going to touch on the three components. It's
Uh,
pan, mass, and calypso.
uh,
So
uh,
yeah,
well, this is the Wednesday before all the happenings going to take place, and
yeah,
you're right. You're right. You're on the what you call that, the penultimate day of things on what? No, today's Tuesday. Wednesday
today's
would be
Tuesday.
the penultimate day because Thursday the Queen show start, etc. Not a problem at all. There's a lot to be said. There are
Yes.
people who've asked me for interviews and things, but I try to stay away from a lot of that these days because
Yeah.
I speak the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I speak the
Yeah.
truth, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not everybody like to hear my truth, you know.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. Interestingly, not that I want to sidetrack you, there is a little video that's going around with pan plane coming down Market Hill,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 1962 or 63, somewhere there. And the song that is being played on the pan, the Trinidadian song, because back then we didn't have, you know, a lot of the music played on Carnival was Trinidad music.
Oh yes.
So a friend of mine, reached out to me and asked me if I know the song. Listen carefully. So I listened to the song, yeah,
Yeah.
and the first thing I picked out of the song was "Girl, I Love You Bad." Girl, I love you bad. That's what I picked out from the pan plane, eh? Girl,
Okay.
I love you bad. And then my thoughts went and went, and I remember Maria, girl, I love you bad.
Like Blakey.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Classified. Now, interestingly, this thing going all around, eh, but this particular guy, he's a pan man, and they want to play the song on the road for Juve. So who he called?
The one that built the house brick by brick.
I'm a nice man.
You understand? One J, a million people.
Hello, people. Later, y'all. Enjoy the
Have a
conversation.
lovely day, Shams.
Thank
It's always
you.
a
Okay. Bye
Later.
bye. Mm-hmm.
Bye.
it's always a breath of fresh air hearing from Shams, the very
Yes,
experienced,
yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. But she built her house brick by brick. Yes. So now we're going to talk about the positive impact of gratitude on mental health and how gratitude. I'm sorry, I think I went the other way. Yeah. So now we're going to talk about gratitude helps us to rekindle our inner childhood wonder and awe. Think about a Jester. How it helps us rekindle our inner childhood, the things that we remember when we were young, the wonder and the awe. Like you see something, you see firefly flying in the night in the sky, and you're making grab to see if you could get them, and you can't because they had to get. They're very elusive. You
Or the
see that,
Musha
and
play them.
yes, and you look up in the or you look up in the sky at night and you see about a million and then something stars and you start to count and you're in awe of how much stars you can count, and then you have to start over, and so that again is something that we should be really grateful for, the creation that we have.
Yeah.
Because every live long day or long live day, live long day, we see something different on this planet that we live. We learn something different. We see different species of flowers, birds, fishes, all kinds of things. This is something that we really, really have to be grateful for, because every day God has blessed you to see and live another one. You learn
Nature at
something
its
new
very
about
best.
yourself. Yes, that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it. And we are not grateful for that at all, because we destroy
But
what it
Clay,
is that we get.
I don't really see the Mushafle on them anymore. I don't know why.
They're very
I,
rare.
I wonder why. Is it because there is more light now, artificial light that has become more prevalent?
Could
Or
be. Or it could be
maybe
the,
that
the,
might
the
just be the
pollution
reason.
in the air. Remember when we were younger, there was hardly anything pollution around the place, but now the air is totally polluted, so it could affect them in that kind of way. If you know, there was a time you were hardly seeing frogs, and so now they're coming back because of what they used to spray, used to wipe out the nation of frog. I mean, they could wipe them out, I don't care, but I don't like the frog. But you know, nothing frightened me more than you go outside and a frog is standing in front of you watching you in that kind of way, So yeah, so a lot of things that we do in the environment is causing us to lose a lot of the things that we took for granted, like the
Yeah.
firefly, as you say, the mushafe, the mushafle,
Yes.
right?
So going
So,
back to this gratitude thing, Claire. So when we're looking at the positive side, but I know there are some people, they will do things, and they might tell you, you know what, I'm doing this, but I prefer not to have my name mentioned, and things
right.
like you will understand. Because I've seen that happen in a number of instances, especially where um, sponsorships are concerned.
Right.
Number of people will contribute,
That
but they
is
will
silent,
stay.
silent,
Yeah,
silent givers.
yeah, they prefer to be, but whereas you ready to, you feel you want to, you know,
You
make
want to let
mention of that
everybody know that
person
I
because
did
it's
that.
so
Yeah.
good. But that person might say, you know what, I prefer not to have my name mentioned. So
Yeah.
you respect that whenever that request is being made. Yeah,
Yep. It is true. Not everybody that gives wants
yeah,
people to know that they give something. And they do that as a way to protect themselves too. Because once somebody knows that, okay, Claire has money or Jester has money, and she did that. Now everybody's coming at you to give to this donations to the charities and stuff like that. And sometimes the money that you give to the person, the place that you give, this is the only amount of money that you can spare to give, right? So you prefer to be a silent giver than to put it out there that everybody come at you when you can, you and put yourself under pressure and anxiety, the things that we are talking about, to give that you do not have.
but in right, so that would be a reason, but in many other instances, I believe they think that, not because you have given something that your name have to be so pronounced out there. Some people have a different viewpoint of that. You know,
Yes, yes.
and sometimes well, because I cover quite a lot of the athletic sports meet, and some people will come and they may give a little $5 or $10, boy, and if you did not mention the name.
Well, is there
That's how
$5?
they was like, man.
Is there
Tell you.
$5? I know you and I know somebody that gives money to sports all the time and doesn't want her name to be mentioned. She just gives it because she gives
Yeah.
it, and that's it. Because you see the thing about the gesture, gratitude, as Shama said, it's a goodness and it's a curse. And the curse part of gratitude is this: when you want your name to be out front, that means you just give it so that somebody could call your name and know that I did that because you had no recognition before. But if you're giving it true to form, you would just give it and for because you gave it.
Yeah, because I wouldn't see, okay, you know the reason, you know the purpose of which you wanted it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You contributed towards that cause, okay? So maybe they might just have an oversight. So what if your name was not mentioned? I mean, yes, some people will want to turn over a church for that thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you see the thing about it, they gave and they want somebody to know they gave. But as
Nah.
the good Lord says, what the right hand give, the left hand doesn't have to know about it. and you operate like that. You
Yeah.
give on one, you don't give on one and take back on the other, or give on one and just broadcast yourself. No. If you give it, just give it and just let it be. Nobody has to know. And if you want people to know, then just go put it out there yourself. Facebook is famous these days. Put it there. I gave this to take 5 people and they didn't say thanks. But we didn't get it, so we can't say thanks. You understand?
Yeah. Once again, to our listeners and viewers, just in case you're joining us, we are discussing the topic this morning: the positive impact of gratitude on mental health. The time is 5 minutes gone past 11 in the AM. Correct?
Okay, so let's continue. So gratitude helps us to rekindle our inner childhood wonder and awe. Routine feelings of gratitude expressed for things like nature, love, and connection, for example, can help us rekindle our inner childhood sense of wonder and awe. Louis Strasberg, an American time-lapse cinematographer, producer, and director, discusses in his TED Talk in 2011 how gratitude can bring us to appreciate each new day for being so unique. In my perspective, this is as if each new day is like experiencing and viewing a new flower, a new wonder, in turn, rekindling our inner childhood senses. While seemingly simple, if we didn't see each new day in this way, our ability to motivate ourselves might come easier, with less stress and much stronger mental health. Such a perspective doesn't come easily for each of us, but if applied and maintained, it can truly help us live a fulfilling and meaningful life. And as we said, Jester, if when we wake up in the morning, we appreciate the breath of air that we have, this is the beginning. You go to your window and you see beautiful skies with white clouds. You say, oh, it's going to be a beautiful day today. You look out and you see your plants doing well, your flowers are blooming, the animals around you, everything is in a calm. You say, you know, what's such tranquility? Because in this world that we are living in, Jester, many of us do not experience the tranquility that a lot of us experience.
That's true.
And we have to be grateful for these things. We have to. Because in countries like Iran and Saudi Arabia and them places where every morning they wake up, they're afraid to open their window because they don't know what bomb coming and meet them. They're not living in tranquility like we are here right now. So these are things that we have to show gratitude for and never take it for granted. Because in the twinkle of an eye, it can be removed from us.
Yes, we are. So far, we are very grateful to the Almighty God for us enjoying that. And well, the Caribbean has been termed as a zone of peace. That's how they
But then
normally.
again, we do not know how long that zone of peace is going to last. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
we see the threats that coming in slowly.
So that's
Yeah,
why each day we have to be grateful for what we have and not complain about what we don't have. Because if you don't have something, just you cannot grieve about what you don't have, right?
yeah, of course not.
Right. So you just have to live this day with what you have and be grateful for it because the small things that we have in life that makes us happy people. We may get more and be the most unhappy person that is on planet Earth. More does not mean happiness.
Not at all.
So we do have to be grateful for the things that we have around us today and never take it for granted. It says gratitude helps us feel inspired, which can help with motivation. Feeling inspired can motivate us to learn, grow, change, improve, or adapt to difficult challenges and circumstances. Gratitude has the ability to help us feel inspired, in turn, promoting such positive behaviors and adaptations. While the neuroscientific evidence is not as abundantly clear, it is true that gratitude's ability to inspire and motivate, leading to positive behaviors and adaptations, are key paths to leading a successful life rich with well being. And that is true. Because just people are not grateful. They're the most miserable people you could find on planet Earth, you know. If the wind blow hard, they complain. The sunshine a bit too bright, they complain. The water too hot in the pipe for when they're ready to go and take a shower, sorry, they complain. They complain about everything and show no gratitude for the small mercies that was granted to them.
Yeah.
And you see, I've come to realize that we are a complaining nation. When I say nation, I mean the world. We complain for little things that is insignificant. We complain about it because people listen to us. And the more people listen to us, the more we complain. We don't even take the time to sit back and say, hey, I might be going through this right now, but there is someone that is going through worse than I am. So let me just leave it alone and move along in my life. Instead, we complain, we bitch, we moan, we do all this, and we don't even think about the goodness of the things that we should be grateful for. When you get up in the morning, and you can go to your kitchen and turn on your burner and boil water to make a cup of tea and know that you have tea bags, you have milk, you have sugar. You may take this for granted, but a lot of us don't even have that. And these things we are not grateful for. Everything that is on this that we have in our lives right now, Jester, we should be grateful for and show gratitude towards it. Really and truly. Because we didn't get it ourselves. Somebody gave it to us.
Yeah. I don't know how much we'll be able to instill that, an audience, man. It's absolutely critical that you extend gratitude, man. It's so important. So important.
You,
And you say you heard Shoma say the lack of gratitude is like a curse, and
mm-hmm,
she I
absolutely
fully
correct.
for that sentiment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to be grateful for so many things, Jester. So many things. And I stress that I must say what your record break. But I don't take gratitude for granted. If you do something for me, I would not take it for granted and say, me and him friend, man. You go do that and I don't have to pay him. No. Showing gratitude is you telling me, Claire, you know what? This is on me. And me now to turn back and say, you know what, Jester, I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. That is how it works. You don't take it for granted and say, I don't have to tell him anything because me and him good together like that. No, that is not showing gratitude. That is taking gratitude for granted. And you,
And there are some people as well, Claire, who insist that they want to extend gratitude. Don't mind you as the person who have done whatever you did for that person, and you may say, "Don't bother." But what? Yeah, some people they will insist because they think. Let's say, for example, somebody that fixed, let's say, fridge, they left St. Andrew to come down to Sotes. I thought they may tell you, nah, don't bother. But you, as that person, don't realize, well, you have a conscience and thinking, nah, but at least he had to put gas in his vehicle, all them sort of thing. And that person insists, man, just hold on. The person tell you, well, don't bother, but you still insist on handing them that because not that you are not grateful for them telling you, well, okay, don't bother, but you just thought to yourself, nah, at the same time is extending your own gratitude for the person, dealing with you so nice, but realizing they have a cost to it, and you want to insist that you contribute towards it.
here I'm
Yeah.
going to play devil advocate now and listen
Mm.
to me. It has both two sides to that. You will do something for me, and I say, just don't worry about it, because that's you and I, right? And you
Yeah.
can go to the bank knowing that you don't have to worry about it. On the other hand, somebody does something for you and say, don't worry about it. These are the debt collectors.
I don't know. No, that person, that strange operators, if you ask me, man.
No, but these are the debt collectors. They
Yeah,
tell
but
you don't worry about it, because if they think about it, they do the distance to come and they do it for you and everything. They tell, don't worry about it. And later on, these are the ones that come to collect. That I did that for you some years ago, and now I need you to do something for me, and you're not doing
no,
it. Listen, I've said I'm playing devil advocate. I said I didn't say this happened, but it is. It happens. It happens in some in certain cases that people do things for you and then they come back and collect later on because they did it for you. You know that it's not something. I'm not speaking on truth here. That is the truth. You
What?
may not do it, and I may not do it, but a lot of
Yeah,
people do it.
I would never do something like
Well,
that.
you, as I said, but there are people just so you going in as though you don't know the this makeup of us as human beings.
No, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I
Okay.
understand.
Now, gratitude prevents worry and frustration, and that is true. By allowing us to focus on what's good in the present, gratitude helps us prevent worry about the future. Frustration can dissipate as well. With the help of gratitude, we get less caught up with what a person says or does as much, but want to focus on the next good thing to help us move forward. It's kind of like a way, always, it's a kind of always wanting to catch the next great wave like a surfer. Much stress and frustration cause routine feelings of anxiety, sadness, and depression. And if truly applied and worked on, gratitude can help mitigate such feelings. The abundance of good from the abundance of good from gratitude fuels an abundance of good in return. Of course, finding our passions, practicing self-care, exercising, genuinely expressing ourselves when possible, building strong relationships, eating well, and more are part of a fulfilling life recipe. However, gratitude is often where a successful life starts. The positive impact of gratitude on our mental health is undeniable. Hopefully, you got a gratitude routine down pat. So, gratitude. You hear what it says here? Is finding passion, practicing self-care, exercising, genuinely expressing ourselves on people when possible, building strong relationships, eating well, and more are part of a fulfilling life recipe. So if you practice all these things, Jester, as it says, it prevents worry and frustration. I cannot take on your problem and take it on more than you and put myself in all these kind of things that they're talking about here: frustration, worry, all these kinds of things that will bring me down. That is not going to be healthy for me. And you for yourself, when you are going through certain stuff in your life, there comes a time or a point where you have to just give it up. Because if you don't, you know what happens. And as they say, stress is the number one killer. So if you're going to continue stressing about things that is going on around you, there's no way you'll be able to see the light of gratitude and let it shine upon you to be different because
Yeah,
everything is against you.
well, that's how we started off from early this morning. You know how that Ken will say there comes a time in life.
Hmm.
Um, you just have to give up on certain things. Yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
you know. And she remember the days when she by now she crept during them days. I said,
Yes, the
crept,
sharpening and the prep. Yes. Yeah. Hmm. But
you
now
know.
she give it up because she can't do it anymore. It's a time for her to give it up.
Like me, I used to getting ready for Soca Monarch. I'll be swaying from one end to the other
Hmm.
end. Soca Monarch crowd clear. With a
Hmm.
short pants, all my money what I had to use in my nude pocket.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. Wait, you find me that like
Well.
like like yesterday somebody asked me because you have crave today in for that's
Hmm.
part of the show. And so I say what? I say, let me tell you something. If you happen to see me in crave, take a nice piece of iron and hit me one behind me head.
Because you go mad. I hear you.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. There's certain things just said that when you reach a certain stage in life, you just give it up because you don't belong there anymore. And that's it. So here let's talk about the mental and emotional benefits of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present and positive in your life, fostering a sense of abundance and contentment. Regularly acknowledging the good can reduce stress, lower levels of depression, and decrease toxic emotions like envy and resentment. This is what the mental and emotional benefits of gratitude can do for you. Remember to share sorry, to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And I know the topic today may not interest a lot of people on what we are talking about, because a lot of us refuse to deal with the truth inside of us as to what gratitude means to us and what they can do when somebody show gratitude to them or show something to them, do something for them. But we are still going to talk about it because, as Nicholas always says, we have to talk about the uncomfortable topics so that we can learn and benefit from it.
And although the number is being displayed across the screen of your television, but let me mention still, it's 404-1189. Hit those digits so it can be a part of the conversation.
Mm-hmm. It says regular. It says regularly acknowledging. I like this part. Acknowledging the good can reduce stress, lower levels of depression, and decrease toxic emotions like envy and resentment. And this just sometimes you do something for someone, or somebody think that you have stuff that you can give, and you do not give enough. So there's resentment against you, and they do not show gratitude for what you give them because you could give more. No, seriously.
Some people are easy.
No, you could give one. That she have all that, and that is that little bit of thing she give me. But you don't know if I have to give somebody else just the same way I'm sharing. So the resentment comes there, and you become envious of the things that you think that I have, which you don't know if I have it or not. Or if I'm giving you out of what I have, I'm sharing with you, but you become envy of that. And that is not the right way to go about things, because you do not know, as I always say, you do not know what somebody else possess unless they say it. And if I don't say, that doesn't mean that I have. So that care, gratitude helps you to deal with these things. It says mindful gratitude also enhances emotional resilience, helping you cope better with challenges and crises, which is true. If you have gratitude, or you show mindful gratitude for the things that you have in your life, it wouldn't lead you to be the what we talk about, to be challenges and crisis, because you will be grateful for the things that you have. It will make you more resilient, because just I always say, we all grew up poor. Most of us grew up poor when we were young, and at some point in our life we reach a stage where we could do a little better than what we had before, and that made us resilient because we survived from what we were to where we are now. But that shouldn't let us forget where we come from and how we get where we are today.
And it taught us quite a lot of things.
Yes, it made us resilient, because let me tell you, we that grew up in the Caribbean and traveled to places like North America and Europe, we were able to survive. You know why? Because since we're born, we're cleaning. We could do all kind of, we babysit our brothers and sisters. We do laundry at young age. We cook, we do. So we were able to survive here because of that resilience. Otherwise, what? And I always say, children that have been poor and suffers during their childhood and so, they're the ones that are really, really good in life today, that turn back and look after the people in the community and so. Whereas those that had money and so,
sorry to cut you, but we have a call on the line.
Go
Good
right
morning
ahead.
and welcome to the program. Hello.
Yes, sir. Morning, sir.
Him.
Oh,
Yes.
I was have you, eh?
What? What did I
But
say?
all of we grew up. Oh,
We
eh?
grew up poor. We grew up
We
poor.
have you. We grew up lacking. We didn't grow up poor. We just grew up lacking.
Well, I learned a new word. Just I take it back. We grew up lacking. I take that back.
We
Thank you so
travel
much.
to
I
Canada
stand corrected. I stand corrected.
and poor people reside in the US of A. Listen, to be honest, we know nothing about poverty in Caribbean. As I said, in my opinion, I could be wrong. I'm subjected to correction.
Mm-hmm.
We just grew up lacking for the lack of, a lot of things.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Again, the economical structure of the Caribbean, creates a lot of that problem for our parents and for parents and so forth, before. Because the kids of today is doing better than the generations before. Which is that you only see poor people come to America.
True.
And this is how I class it as them we were lucky. They have all the money in the world. All the money in the world. America giving billions of dollars to Israel and other parts of the world. All right? And in America, there's children that doesn't have food for days. Don't tell me why is that parents working 2 and 3 jobs and still cannot afford rent. Fathers to buy food. People have to make a decision. Should I buy food today or pay for medicine? Or should I buy medicine or pay for medicine and buy food and trust the landlord and go through us out or trust you could survive, another night or another month with a roof over our head. There are millions of children homeless in America. How much homeless children we don't do?
True. True.
Yeah.
You're going to see in the Caribbean is because of choices of drugs and alcoholism and mental health. We look down on mental health in the Caribbean because again lack of information, right? We look at it as a stigma. There are families who have family members who have mental issues, and they figure if they tend to them and people get to realize that who they are, it makes them look bad, make them as a family, look bad, for whatever reason, right? But in America, there are people walking the streets and suffering from mental issues, not because they were mentally unstable from birth
Mm-hmm.
or of an illness, because of depression, anxiety, stress. You guys, I don't want to put people information out there, but you guys have interviewed a young lady home pertaining to do with mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ask her where she was diagnosed. Ask her where she was diagnosed. She told you all. I've listened. I know the story because you know,
She told us. She told us.
I was fortunate to know her while she was living in Brooklyn.
Okay.
She wasn't diagnosed, wasn't born mentally ill in Grenada. She it happened to her in New York. The stress of life in America. A young kid, a husband, he for himself, was dealing with a lot. They were dealing with a lot.
Yeah.
Then you want to see poverty travel to some parts of the Midwest, Mississippi, Texas, those places that we in the Caribbean we think is such a good, it's like a bed of roses. You guys like listen. I hear Miss Kami sometimes call certain programs and she get mad and she say, "You're so in America, telling people you don't agree on what to do and the government saying all the rest." And it's true.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people from the Caribbean who only surviving because of government assistance. Oh, but when they come home, you can't tell. And when
That's
they come
true.
home, they fight too much. They're coming out here and posting cases against the giveaway. Hmm. The thought and the idea is good, but one of the things I've been to the flea market to get stuff and see people shopping and meet them on the flight next weekend or whatever, and they told me they come in all these suitcases, you know.
Yeah.
Behind the thought, yeah, they're trying to help. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because you do get good things in the flea market, right? Or they offer Timu and whatever. I don't buy clothes and she offer Timu and she. You get good clothes. Play must try. You can
But
change
yeah,
it. You
that's
can change
why. That's
it.
why today. That's why we're talking about the
No,
positive
but on
side
a
of
serious
mental
note,
health.
I don't like. I could hardly hear clear. I hear you like very echoey and very very distant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always yeah. Right, I always said that we really don't. know poverty until we travel. I didn't understand poverty, bro. I used to think, we wasn't poor. I wouldn't say we were poor, but we wasn't well off.
Right.
We wasn't well off. My father worked in Greenwich until then. When I graduated, I started working in Greenwich, and we know Greenwich is one of the best paying jobs in the country, right? But we had four of us to look after, you know, and all of us, imagine, four children in secondary school, three in GBSS, one in convent, you know.
Yeah.
So, but when I traveled to in Canada, there is a bit of homelessness and unstable, like, a lot of the things I've spoken about. But it's not as bad as in the US.
You're right.
Trust me, it's not as bad as in the US. You know, there are homeless people in Canada. There are people that suffer a lot of. Look, now I was just watching something on CP24 a couple of days ago, where a lot of youth are reaching out to these crisis centers, dealing with anxiety, mental, but they themselves reaching out. That's what's going on with them. They don't understand why they're feeling like this and things. And that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that in the States. People hide a lot of those things. Kids in the States go through a lot of things that they don't speak on. They just act out. They just act out. You know, they get in a lot of trouble doing a lot of things. And I always tell people, when your kids are acting out, when your kids are quiet, you have to find out why. You
Yep.
have got to find out, right?
Okay, caller.
And
All right.
normally,
Yeah.
anyway,
Were you saying something again? You're rounding up with something? Uh,
I was wanting to say that a
yeah.
normal kid just don't go quiet.
Right. Okay.
Think of
Yeah.
a kid that is enjoying life, enjoying home, enjoying all that life. They're grabbing from life. They don't normally just be quiet. Have a great day, folks.
Thank you
Thank
so very
you.
much for
Thank
your
you.
contribution, caller.
Thank you.
Yeah, we not poor in the
Okay. Okay.
Oh God.
We
All
just
right.
so she hiding from me. She come and visit me not once,
Oh yeah.
but it's okay. What?
Y'all will walk out. Y'all will walk out that.
You don't want all that.
Yes.
Let's like for come on up next. Look, I didn't send you an invitation yet. You're waiting in the
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Have a lovely day, bro.
Bye bye. Okay,
Oh
now,
my
Jester,
goodness gracious.
I am going to say I stand corrected. We are not poor. We were lacking.
Yeah.
We are
So
lacking things.
I think it's an opportune time to take a break at this point, and then we'll
Yeah.
come back to head to the winning poll.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. All right.
So
Go
listeners
right
and
ahead.
viewers, will be back with you shortly.
Take five, you're not alone. CJ and Jester bring you home. We laugh, we cry, we share the ride.
Welcome to Take 5, your mental health program with CJ and Jester. With CJ and Jester.
Are you looking for that one local supermarket where you can purchase all your grocery and household items at the same time? Well, look no further. Smart Buy SA Belfon and Company Limited, located at the top of the town on Main Street, St. Patrick, is the ideal spot. They're open Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays, and 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on Sundays, just for your convenience. Call them today on 442-9219. That number again, 442-9219. We're shopping snacks at Snack Buy.
Looking for a professional website, graphic design, or Android app at an affordable price? HTS Family Creative is here to help you grow your business. We create modern, mobile-friendly websites, eye-catching graphic designs, and custom Android apps designed to help your brand stand out. Our prices are affordable. Fast service, reliable support, and creative solutions all in one place. Contact HTS Family Creative today. Email htsdogo@gmail.com. That's htsdogo@gmail.com. Call or WhatsApp 473-5358-925. Again, 473-5358-925. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at HTSDOGO. HTS Family Creative. We build brands that grow.
Sugar's Repair
Your vision,
Services,
our
we
design.
offer digitally calibrated machines, resurfacing engine heads, general machinery. Show us your pattern and we'll make it with precision machines. At Sugar's Repair Services, we satisfy your needs. Just ask and it will be done. Call us at 473-418-1845. Sugar's Repair Services.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Got some things I need to say. Feeling heavy.
Welcome back indeed to that very unique program.
That care.
Take 5.
Friends always there.
With CJ and Jester for yet another Tuesday. It's Tuesday, the 4th of August, 2026.
With CJ and
Here in Sweet Grenada,
talking truth.
We're inside the home stretch leading to the carnival pole.
Every Tuesday, 10 to.
And Claire, we have a caller online. That's how we're going to start off. Oh, yeah, let me just lock in the caller one time. Good morning to you, caller, and welcome to the program. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you, my dear.
Good morning.
How are you?
We're fine.
Good morning, Claire.
Good morning.
So, I read this saying about gratitude that I wanted to share. It says that healthy gratitude isn't about denying struggles or pretending everything is fine. Its purpose is to broaden and enhance self-awareness, creating a balance that supports long-term physical and psychological well-being. So being gratitude is not saying that everything is fine at the moment. It trains our mind to focus on the present moment rather than worrying. We're just grateful for what we have in the present time. And it also said that it stops negative social comparisons by helping you value yourself. So when you take a moment and you think of the things that you can be grateful for, it boosts self-esteem because you're not comparing yourself to another person. And gratitude really involves saying thank you, even writing notes to someone who would have helped you along the way. and expressing that feeling towards them, letting them know that you remember what they've done and that you value their contribution in your life. So there are benefits emotionally and mentally for being grateful. And I think the whole world can benefit a lot with us just showing gratitude for even the small things in our lives. So that's my contribution for today. Wishing everybody a good day.
Thank you so
It's
very
all,
much.
it's always a pleasure to hear from you, caller.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Have
Bye
a
bye.
lovely day.
You
Oh
too.
yes. Oh yeah. So there we have it, Claire.
Yeah.
Valuable
Gratitude.
contribution.
Gratitude. Be
Yes.
grateful. There are a lot of things that we can be grateful for, as I say. And one of them is lack of lacking what we do not have or what we grew up with. But Spicer made a point where it says that, you know, we do not have poor people in the Caribbean per se, because we are grateful to have so much food around us, Jester, and we are not grateful for it, because the things that we have, the amount of money you have to pay for one grain of green fig here, one, and we have them in droves at home. You're getting a whole bunch if you watch your backyard or so, and people just refuse. Why I eating no green fig? Why I want no blogger? Why I want this? But when you're here and you have to buy it and you do not have the money to buy it, this is when you really realize how grateful you are for having it at home for free. Really and
Is it
truly.
green fig? Is it green fig or green bananas?
Fig. That's what I grew up with. Fig. I had to say fig. But
Oh, God. Claire, we are reaching out to an international audience, you know.
well, okay. But international audience come from Grenada also. And then we in the Caribbean we know fig. We know blogger.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness gracious.
Good morning, Mr. P, and thank you so much for checking in. Good morning to Carol Belfon. Hope all is well with you. We haven't seen Kathleen Ledlow for a while, Justin. I'm not sure if everything is okay with her. Anybody know Kathleen Ledlow? Tell her the 5 people is asking about her. So let's continue. Physical health improves when you have gratitude. Research shows that grateful individuals often experience better sleep quality, lower blood pressure, and improved immunity. Gratitude has been linked to higher energy levels and greater motivation to pursue personal goals, which can contribute to overall physical well being. That is just straight up. If you're grateful for things, you will have a better life. You will sleep better in your bed because you did everything that you possibly can. Your blood pressure won't rise because you're not envying something that somebody else have that you don't have, and bringing up your blood pressure in all these kinds of ways. So when you're grateful for things that you have a better quality of life, and that include good sleep or better
And
sleep.
that includes self-contentment as well.
Exactly. Now we go to social and relationship benefits when with gratitude. Expressing gratitude strengthens social bonds and increases likability. People who regularly show appreciation tend to have deeper, more positive relationships, both personally and professionally. Simple acts like saying thank you, writing gratitude letters, acknowledging others' efforts can foster mutual respect and connection. Lorna spoke about that just now.
Yes. Yeah.
So the research that we do and the research that other people does when they know what our topic is comes up to show us that what we're talking about here is not no fly by night business. It's not coming from us because we're doing the research to show you that this is what it is. And when people ask, well, we always ask people out there to tell us what you want us to talk about. We'll do the research. And when somebody comes to me and say, or send me a message or call me and say, you know what, Claire, I think we should talk about gratitude on your program some days, because look at what I'm going through and how I'm feeling. I don't take this for granted and say, you'll get over it. I have other things to talk about. No, I'm going to talk about it because you're listening to what we are saying and learning something from it, or how to deal with things that we are going through.
Yeah.
So when we say, sometimes what we're saying about may not be the cup of tea for a lot of people out there, but that's okay. If one cup of tea got drunk because of what we talk about here, I'm okay with it. because that is one person we helped. One
Certainly.
person that see the difference in what we are talking about to make a difference in their life. It is not about numbers, really and truly. It is not about numbers and the amount of likes that you get. It is about what we learn and how we practice it in our life after we learn it. I've learned this morning that we were not poor, that we were lacking stuff. And when I think about it, this is true because we were never poor, Jester. Regardless of when we go to school and you have to come back and eat a grain of fig with some coconut oil and some such corn sprout maybe and a cup of black stage tea, we still got food to go back to school.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
we are rich in morals and values. That's something
bingo.
we can boast about.
And this
And
is
that,
lacking today like no
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's why parents are questioning the amount of stuff that they should do for their children now when they see the sacrifice that they make for their children and what the children turn wrong and do to them or say to them. It breaks their heart.
Yeah.
And children these days are telling their parents, I didn't ask you to do that for me. You gotta take it on your own and do it. So why you coming and tell me this and why you coming and tell me that? They lack gratitude big time.
Yeah, when I hear how some children respond to their parents, Claire, I sometimes I just remain in a state of shock and awe. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But you see the thing, Jester, a lot of us are to blame for what is going on with our children because we want our children to be our best friend. And don't get me wrong, you don't treat your children like soldiers or something like they're the drill sergeant or so. There are times that you sit and you have good conversation and they call you on your name. Like my daughter sometimes call me Claire, and she thinks that I'll get angry and I say, yeah, that's my name. What gives? You understand? And she's not doing it out of lack of respect for me or anything of that. She's just testing me to see if
No,
I'm going to answer my name Claire. And I say, yeah, that's my name. But she's not calling me in a disrespectful name. In a disrespectful, but most days it's mom you getting and mommy and this kind of thing. Same as my son. But there are parents that gives their children, and it's just that this is the biggest mistake we can make as a parent, is to give our children everything that they want. They show no appreciation and have no gratitude for the things that you sacrifice to give them. Because what? It comes easy for them.
yeah.
And that's why they show no gratitude. So that's why today we are talking about that. Because there are a lot of parents and a lot of people out there in this world that are hurting because of the lack of gratitude that they are receiving from the people that is near and dear to them.
Okay, I tell you, when you see how some children dealing with their parents, you're thinking that the children or the child are the parent.
And the parent is a child. It's no joke. No
I'm
joke
telling you.
whatsoever. Not a joke. And it breaks your heart to see that because when we were growing up, we couldn't do half of the thing, not even a smidget of the thing that the children do and get away with.
Just a lash your eye and you knew what time it was.
No, no, no. You don't call it, you have to give it nice name. It's not a lash of eyes. It's like the look. The look. When you get the look, when you go home, you're getting the rest than the look. You
The look
understand?
song the look song into nice girl.
No, the look. As
Oh
Candice
my
used to,
God.
Candice used to tell him, when mom give me the look, I know I'm in trouble. And you don't have to say anything, just the look, and that's it. Now
Yeah.
you're looking, you're hitting, you're doing that, and they're just letting you have it right back. We have to learn to be grateful for the small things in our lives before we can be grateful with the large ones. So it says practical ways to cultivate gratitude. One, gratitude journaling. Like Lorna talked about it. Write notes to say thank you to the people that did stuff for you. To say thank you. Let them know that you appreciate what they did for you and you did not let it just go by without you acknowledging it. For when they don't say thank you, tell them you're welcome when they didn't say thank you at all. Two, spend 5 to 10 minutes daily writing down things you are thankful for. This practice can significantly boost long-term well-being. So the things that you're grateful for, sometimes we forget we're getting old and we forget the things that what mean a lot to us. Write it down.
Yeah.
And that 5 to 10 minutes that you take, Jester, you're going at peace with yourself. You're digging deep inside of you to come up with the things that you are grateful for, the things that make you feel about yourself, the things that make you get some oomph, that makes you feel like you can do anything in this world and be successful. That's 5 to 10 minutes of journaling. 3, express appreciation. Verbally thank people in your life, highlighting specific actions or qualities you value. And it's easy to do that. You don't have to pay. You just say, Jester, I really appreciate what you do for me on a daily basis. Or when I call you and I say, can I get a ride there? And you say, hold on, Claire, coming. I really do appreciate it. And I say that to you all the time, even though I have JJ. Before I had JJ, you had something else. I didn't have a ride. And you used to come and get me every morning to go be at Real FM at 6:30 in the morning to start that program at 7. And I keep saying to you how much I did appreciate it at the time that you did it. And I'm going to continue to say that, because I don't take things that people do and make it feel as though I'm entitled. You and I are friends, you're entitled to come and drive me there. No. You show people how much you appreciate things by telling them or writing to them.
Yep.
Number 4, mindful awareness. Take moments to notice and savor small everyday positives, such as a kind gesture or a pleasant experience. So if you're there and you weren't expecting anything, Jester, and somebody did something for you out of kindness, you wake your mind up and you say, look, I'm sitting here. Do not even know where my next dollar is coming from. And look at Jester pass by or Claire pass by and you say, you know what? I have extra today. Hold that. Buy yourself something. To pay notice to that. It's a small thing, but you savor that small thing because that small thing did a lot for you at the moment. We're not saying you do it for you for life, but at the moment where you really needed it, somebody gave something to you. So think about it. And this is big, Jester. This is really big. Because sometimes we're there and we don't know if where our next meal is coming from. And somebody call you and they say, what you doing? I say, day man, nothing. Come up now. And say, okay, you go up. And when you go by that person, you get in an abundance of food and sustenance and everything like that. The first thing they'll ask you, you eat? You're hungry? And no, you're not hungry. If you're hungry, say yes, you're hungry, and you get stuff to it. And sometimes I think about that for a while, because let me tell you, my friend Jenny, I'm here. She called, girl, what you doing home? I say, I'm sitting here just doing nothing, just chilling. Come up now, come and hang out with me. You go by Jenny, and that will be my most enjoyable day most of sometimes, because you go, you sit, you talk, you just being in the presence of somebody that you love or somebody that you care about, and that makes a difference. When I come home, I'm okay. Yeah. If you catch where I'm coming from. So these are the small things in life that you savor, and you don't take it for granted. When Lorna called me and she said, come and exercise with me next Thursday. I said, you sure? I said, yeah, she get me a day pass. I went and exercised with her last Thursday. And these are the time when you spend time with people that you love, it makes a big difference, and you do not take these things for granted. You savor those moments. As they say, when you're reminiscing, you can bring that all back to you and say, this is what I did.
It's one of the best things, one of the things I enjoy most of all, reminiscing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It says, gratitude letters. Number 5. Write letters to people who have positively impacted your life, even if you don't send them. So that's what a lot of when you're going for therapy, they will tell you, if you want to get rid of somebody bad in your life, Jester, you want to put down your thoughts on paper. They will tell you, write that final letter to that person. It's not that you're going to give it to them, It's not that you're going to mail it, but you write it to clear, to take out, to purge what you have inside you. And if you have to tell them you like them upside down, inside out, or you hate them this way, you tell them all of that in that letter. And then you burn it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then you burn it.
Mm-hmm. So you burn out the hatred, you burn out the grievances that you have. You don't no more have to think about it, because you got rid of whatever is inside of you. You make peace with yourself. That is the gratitude letter. You show gratitude to yourself now by doing these things.
I want to try that.
Yeah, man. It's freeing. It's freeing. You're right. Even though you don't burn it, you put it somewhere, you don't have to bother it again. You burn in it. You get rid of it totally. Get rid of everything that you have in there.
Well, it has to be, because I believe it takes a great effort to start putting pen to paper.
Yeah. And then and once you start, everything that you have inside of it start flowing out, you start writing, and then you read it afterwards and you say, okay, I clear myself, fire for you. You want it?
I will have to take them to construct, because writing a letter is about construction. It's
Yes.
construct.
Your
It's not
words and so, yeah, yeah.
no.
Mhm.
Where's all that effort, and it takes
No,
quite a lot of
it is not, it's
your
not a
mental
wasted.
faculty.
There you go. Mentally, you're freeing yourself. It does not, it doesn't,
Okay.
yeah, you construct it. It takes a lot because you have to think about what you're writing, how
Yeah,
you feel.
what's supposed to be in place?
Yes, how you felt when you were going through whatever you're going through. So you put it down on paper, you journal it, and then you get rid of it. Therapists will encourage you to write that final letter. If you're in a bad relationship and you're getting out, they encourage you to write that last letter to that person that was abusing you, that was doing whatever. And then you burn it because you clear yourself out of you, put all into words all the things that was affecting you mentally. So you clear your mind mentally, and this is why you have positive mental health.
But
Long
I
long
different. I don't even want to burn the letter now.
Well, if you want to burn the ticket and how you call it again, regurgitate it, and every time you think about it, you go. But listen, you writing the letter doesn't mean, and burning doesn't mean that your memory is gone in the fire. It's still there, but you cannot have both of them carrying. It's a load. You already write out what it is. You free your mind. Just get rid of it. It's like a
Well, no man, I don't give no person as well. One right letter,
No, you're
what?
not
No.
giving them the satisfaction. It's you. Let me tell you, you always hear me saying just the forgiveness is not about for the other person, eh? It's for
I
you.
agree. I
Right.
agree. I
So
do
look
agree.
at the letter as that too. You're writing the letter for you, not for them, but you're clearing yourself. You're getting back into your Zen moment, your moment where you can free yourself and be who you really want to be you. That's what it's all about. Number 6, long-term impact. Consistent gratitude practice can lead to a more positive outlook, increased happiness, and a greater sense of purpose. Over time, it rewires your brain to notice and appreciate the good, creating a self reinforcing cycle of well being and fulfillment. By integrating gratitude into daily life, you can experience profound changes in your mental, emotional, and social health, ultimately enhancing your overall quality of life. That's why you have to write the letter and burn it. See what it does for you? The long term impact. Because if you keep it inside, Jester, you will never be free from it. So when you get it out, and you get it out. And if you want to burn it, you burn it. If you want to put it in the archive, put it in the archive. But you don't see it anymore, you get rid of it. And when you get rid of it, like when you have a shoes that is squeezing you and the heel come out and so, do you keep it inside and say, every time I watch you, I know you used to squeeze me? Don't you get rid of the shoes? Garbage, it goes to perseverance. You don't even think about it anymore. Maybe when you're reminiscing and we're talking about shoes, you say, Claire, girl, I had a shoes that used to squeeze me. My toe used to fall inside of it. You reminisce about it, but that doesn't mean that it has the impact, the negative impact it had on you before you write it and burn it. Number
Understood.
9, powerful ways gratitude can change your life. Research shows that how feeling grateful could make you live longer, better life. Although a lot of people are reminded of all the things they have to be thankful for during the holidays, gratitude shouldn't be reserved for special occasions. Showing just a little appreciation for what you have could greatly improve your life year round. And here are 9 powerful ways gratitude can help change your life. People will like you more. The simple act of saying thank you inspires people to seek ongoing relationships, according to a 2014 study published in Emotion. Did I do that already? No. Some appreciation is easy way to start a conversation, and over time it can deepen your friendship. So that saying thank you. You sleep better. Thinking about the things you're grateful for improves your quality of sleep. According to a 2009 study published in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research, additionally, being thankful helps you sleep longer and feel better rested when you wake up. Your psychological well-being will improve. Several studies have linked gratitude to lower levels of depression and less suicidal ideation. Including 2010 study published in the Clinical Psychology Review, gratitude also been linked to fewer toxic emotions like resentment and envy. 4, your physical health will improve. Being appreciative has powerful effects on your body. Researchers have linked gratitude to lower blood pressure, fewer aches and pains, and improved immunity. A 2015 study published in Spiritually in Clinical Practice found grateful people have healthier hearts. That is true. 5, you will have more energy to work on your goals. Taking note of what you're grateful for could help you reach your goals. A 2003 study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that college students who kept gratitude journals reported higher levels of alertness, enthusiasm, determination, energy, and attentiveness compared to their counterparts. 6, you'll be a better leader. Grateful leaders motivate their employees to be more productive. According to researchers at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, the study found that employees who were thanked by their managers made 50% more fundraising calls than their counterparts who hadn't heard the same token of appreciation. So it's always good to say thank you to your workers. You'll recover from hardship easier. Number 7. Gratitude is pivotal in managing stress and fostering mental strength. Even during the most difficult times, a 2006 study published in Behavior Research and Therapy found that Vietnam War veterans with higher levels of gratitude experience lower rate of postpartum stress disorder. So if you're grateful for things, you wouldn't be stressful so much. 8, you feel less stress. A 2006 study published in Research on Aging found that older people who were grateful experience fewer harmful effects from stress than other people. Even those who lived in difficult circumstances like poverty or lack of experience stress buffering properties of gratitude. And here is the end of it all, Jester. Numerous studies, including a 2015 study published in Personality and Individuality Differences, have linked gratitude with higher levels of self esteem. Some studies report gratitude reduces social comparisons. So rather than feel envious of people who have more than you may be better equipped to appreciate their accomplishments when you are thankful for the things you have in your own life. So, as it says, and I always say, the grass is never greener on the other side. All you have to do is wet yours. So, even you see somebody have more than you, doesn't give you the right to be envy of that person. Be content with what you have that make you grateful for the things that you have in your life. So always remember, gratitude is not something, it is small, but it's very impactful. It's not something that we should take for granted. We should always be grateful for the things that we have because not every one of us can have it. Thank you so much to all those who have checked in with us this morning. Carl Belford, Francis Pierre, Sherma Wells, Lorna Bain, Jomal King, Joseph, Chansey Gamer 97, and every one of us who has been listening. We'd like to say thank you. We are grateful for you to do this too for us every Tuesday. We are not taking you for granted. Thanks again. Jester.
Again, I would like to thank our listeners and viewers for taking the time off the mid-morning hours to be with us on the program. Indeed, it's a pleasure, and we recognize what you're doing in sacrificing your time. There are not enough words and figures to be thanking you so much for doing such. We are into the carnival, the heart of carnival climax, and I want to urge each and every one of us to be vigilant, take nothing for granted. Safety and security is of paramount importance. So you probably might even have your relatives or family members visiting from the UK or
Diaspora.
North America.
Diaspora.
Yeah, so we urge you to please ask them to be safe. They don't go out in, as you say, Claire, go out in twos or in groups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So at the end of it, we don't want to hear of any unfortunate incidences or accidents. We want that our carnival to be free from any of such. All right. Once again, my name Jester Noel, and you are
CJ.
I hear you talking, girl.
Yes.
Oh, wake up. It's a brand new day. Got some things I need to say. Feeling heavy, you're not alone. Come take 5, you're in the zone. Voices calm, hearts that care. Two good friends always there. Let the sunlight